Isaiah chapter 10 begins a series of judgments against the nations, in this case, God's judgment against Assyria. He says in Isaiah 10, verses 5 through 6, "Woe to Assyria, the rod of my anger! The staff in their hands is my fury. Against a godless nation I sent him, and against the people of my wrath I command him, to take spoil and seize plunder, and to tread them down like the mire of the streets." Assyria conquered Israel and devastated Judah, and that was providential. This wicked nation was an instrument of God. He calls Assyria the rod of my anger. The Lord was using Assyria to punish his people. Obviously, the Assyrian kings did not understand this and they did not agree to it, but they were nonetheless participants in the work of God, as all nations are. This is a good reminder that any king and any nation, regardless of their faithfulness to God, can be used by God. As tyrants come and go, as wicked nations rise and fall, remember that our God has foreseen this from the foundation of the world. Every vile thought of every man has already been accounted for in the movement of nations and in his perfect plan of our salvation. As humans, we are inherently short-sighted. We get frustrated, we get disappointed, and we get confused about how God is working in this world. This passage and others are a reminder that no man and no nation can escape the eternal purposes of God. However, this does not make the nations exempt from the judgments of God. This chapter goes on to explain how when the Lord is finished with Assyria, when they have done what he has appointed them to do, he will crush them for their wickedness. This is Isaiah 10, verses 12 and 13. When the Lord has finished all his work on Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, he will punish the speech of the arrogant heart of the king of Assyria and the boastful look of his eyes. For he says, "By the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I have understanding. I remove the boundaries of peoples and plunder their treasures. Like a bull, I bring down those who sit on thrones." God tolerated a lot of things from these pagan nations, but he would not tolerate this. He would not tolerate the arrogance of the Assyrian king, who claimed that it was by his own strength and his own wisdom that he conquered the nations. This kind of thinking is really absurd. The Lord says in verse 15, "Shall the axe boast over him who hews with it, or the saw magnify itself against him who wields it?" This is a very good caution for us. We dare not claim our successes as the product of our own power. Every good thing that we ever do can be traced back to the goodness of God. We must be cooperative in the works of God, but it is from his power and for his glory. Thanks for listening.